Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Angela. How are you? Good morning, good morning. Hi, Alice. Hi, Angela. So if you guys, as you guys come in, let me know what's on your hook and what's in your cup. And I also would love to know where you're from. Whew. And if I seem to have a little bit, yay. Yay. I love a affordably geeky raid. Yay. Hi, Michelle. How are you this morning? My energy seems a little off. I did get my second Moderna COVID shot yesterday. So I'm feeling okay, except for it feels like it's taking a lot of energy for me to do anything. Like I'm worn out. Whew. Hey, Love Yarn, how are you? Mountain Dew in your cup, love it. I got Diet Mountain Dew in this cup. And then I have my coffee in here, which is breakfast blend, Walmart's breakfast blend with some Splenda and sugar-free caramel syrup. Hey, Silver Fox, how are you doing? See, Michelle, I know we love our caramel coffee, right? Although coconut syrup, huh? That sounds interesting. Oh, so you're working on the Bag-A-Day baby dress? After I get finished with this, I'm going to be doing a baby dress, which this is an infant blanket that I'm working on right now. I did make a toddler blanket. My star blanket is more toddlery. Hey, Jay Blue-Eyed Lady, how are you? Hi, Liza, how are you? California. I love California. And you're having coffee right now. What you working on? What's your project, your current project? I'm still working on my pillow covers, but I need to get the baby stuff done because I got to get it shipped by the end of June. Middle to end of June. They're due in July, so I got to get everything washed. Oh my gosh, that's horrible, Michelle. So your son-in-law tested positive and got test results yesterday. We are in for a couple weeks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because you've had contact with them, Michelle. Hey, Maribel, how you doing? Hey, Bev. How are you guys doing? Obviously, you guys are going to hear a chirp because it sounds like we need to replace a battery. It's replace battery time in the what are they called? Fire warning thingies. I don't know what they're called. Hey, Ingrid, how are you? So wonderful to see you. Hey, Froggy, how are you? Oh, so that's right, Michelle. I'm sorry. My memory is the worst. You guys know that. I have the worst memory. So you live with him and your daughter. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, thank you, Alice. Thank you, Alice. I couldn't think of the words. My arm is killing me too. Oh well. And you guys, my good camera decided it didn't want to work today. So I'm using my my webcam on my computer. Hey, Kathy Ann, always nice to see you. What? No, Ingrid. I have to take a look. What? I need to take a look. I haven't been to my P.O. box in about a week, so I will go by there today or send my husband by there. Hi, Vicky, Tony. I finally read that part of your email. I'm like, I've been trying to pronounce her name and just butchering it so bad. Hey, Barbara, how are you? And she says, hi from a little corner of Kentucky. I'm working on the beaded shawl I'm making. Ooh, this sounds so gorgeous. On the second hank and second container of beads. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that, Barbara. I know that's going to be absolutely beautiful. And Froggy's drinking tea. What kind of tea you drinking? Oh, hey, Lori, how are you? So Lori says, "Hi, Mel. I'm letting the Joann's commercial run, but looking away. I need to purge, not acquire, no matter what a great deal it is." Right? Okay, so Memorial Day weekend, you guys, which you're not going to like me saying this, Lori. Big Twist Classic, $1.99 a skein. I think I'm going to have to take advantage of that. Actually, I don't know. We're doing a yarn organization thing this afternoon and on yarn hookers, and you guys are gonna see my problem. I have too much yarn for my little itty bitty space. I did not, Jill. I'm the worst. I did not. You know what? I'm gonna go look at it right now. All right, Coral Castle. I'm gonna do a Google search so I can see pictures because it's been on my list of things to look up, you know what I mean? But I'm just anyway. Coral Castle. And that's in Homestead, Florida, right? Let me look at images. Ooh. What? You guys. Wow. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make a trip down there. Oh my gosh, you guys. My sister. Oh, that sounds amazing, Froggy. Lemon ginger manuka honey. Am I saying manuka right? Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're amazing, Ingrid. Okay, thank you so much. And I think you'd ask me questions about them, and I'm so sorry, you guys. I've been like with my busy season work. Anyway, I didn't even post any videos this week, but I've had the day off. I've had Thursday and Friday off, and then I'm off through Monday. So I got some recordings done yesterday. I finished one edit. I'm doing some more edits. Maybe today I got to work on my part of the presentation for this evening. But I've got Sunday and Monday to work on them. But my mom, so it's girls' weekend with my family. So my sister and my sister, a couple of her best friends, which I'm friends with too, they're in town, and then a couple of my mom's friends are in town. And if they would have warned me early enough, I would have invited, my girls, but they didn't. So, hi, Cindy. How are you? I've seen it for 1.76. Oh my gosh, which is 20% off. Check their website. I'm going to check their website, Vicky. What? I'm going to check their website. Mama's going to get some yarn. I don't need yarn, but it don't matter. I'm going to find some good colors that I can't get in Walmart yarn because I find their texture to be similar, which I really, really like. Ooh, cross stitch. I'd love to see some of your work, Crafty. That's awesome. I used to cross stitch, but I stopped because I wasn't very good at it. Honestly, the back would be a hot freaking mess. And really good cross stitchers, the back is almost as neat as the front. Not me. The back of mine is a hot freaking mess. It does. I do that with buttons too. When I sew on buttons, sometimes the back is a hot freaking mess. Oh, so Jill is asking, what is the beaded shawl pattern? Um, what is the beaded shawl pattern? Curious as to what it looks like. So if you want to share, right? Who cares? It's the back, right? It bugs me. It comes from being a little bit of a perfectionist. Oh, okay. So Maribel saying, who has a 20% off? Vicky says Joann's, and Maribel saying, thank you. Hey, Jamie. So nice to see you. No phone rings yet, but I haven't asked the question yet. Other than what's on your hook and what's in your cup. That normal first question. Oh, Jill's saying, I love counted cross stitch. Love it. Good morning, Terry. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. As you guys are coming in, let me know what's in your cup. Oh, my arm. And just to warn you, if I'm a little less energetic today, I did get my second COVID shot yesterday, so I'm feeling okay. I just feel like everything I do is expending more energy than I've got. And of course, my arm hurts like a bee. So, oh, Joanne says free shipping on Mondays. What Monday? What? Oh, yeah, y'all are making me packing your house. You're all done packing your house, Terry? Oh my gosh, that is such a chore. New merch quote on the hook in the nook. There you go. I like that. I like it. Like it. Speaking of a new merch quote, I created a quote that I'm putting up at the Yarn Hookers. I didn't create the quote. I created the it's one that Julie did. So I'm going to be putting that up at sometime this week. So we'll have some new merch at the Yarn Hooker store. So yay. And Vicky has water in her cup and nothing on her hook. What do you plan on putting on your hook? Do you have any plans? I have too much on my hook, but today, after I get off my live, I need to organize. You guys are going to see. It's so sad. So sad. Iced coffee because it's hot. Yay, amen to that. 93 degrees. Woo, that is hot. See, well, how much is it here? It's 66 degrees here, and I'm hot with that. I have so much to do in 2 weeks. Yes, you do. You're probably not even crocheting because you've got so much to do. And Jamie says, Rainbow Mosaic pillow cover for Yarn Hookers. May challenge. Ooh, I can't wait to see. Well, I did see what you've done so far, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Love it. It's on my hook, and as usual, drinking my morning. It tastes like death. Good for me. Poop tonic in my cup. Oh, I'm glad I'm not drinking that. And Ingrid says, I am busy with Gina's knitting turnpikes, one Calcolab, and Ophelia's Talks Mystery Cal, and coffee in your cup. Oh, you are busy, Ingrid. North Carolina is a team bath. I am also in North Carolina, Terry, but I'm in the mountains. So that's why it's a little bit cooler up here. I am right in the middle of the Smoky Mountains. I live in Franklin, so if that gives you an idea. I'm in a valley in mountains. Ooh, so Pink Sheep. Hi, Pink Sheep. How are you? I know that you told us your name, and I can't. It's going to take like 5 episodes of this for me to remember because that's my brain. Right, Jill? That's my brain. Ooh, great for the race tomorrow. That sounds fun. But are you watching the race inside? Do you have to stay like away from everybody? Vicky says, not yet. Letting my finger rest. It wants to lock when I bend the ring finger on my right. Ouch. Ooh. Evelyn, that's right. How was your visit with Affordably Crafty this morning? Because I know you were on. I didn't see it because it was too early for me. All right, and while I'm waiting for that answer, I'm going to go ahead and ask the first question. So we're still going to start with kind of the negative questions, but hopefully it won't be quite as sad as it was last time. If it is, that's okay. We're getting to know each other better, right? And, that's life. Everybody gets sad or has bad moments. But let me get to those questions. Okay, so this is, what is the worst trouble that you got into as a kid? Me? I was a little fire starter. I almost burnt the woods down across from me. So, yeah, because I was curious, got some matches, lit a few twigs on fire. I got in so much trouble. So much trouble. And then another time when I was 13, I was being a normal 13-year-old and really just irritated the heck out of my mom. Till finally she chased me around the house with a paintbrush. Yeah, because she was in the middle of painting and I'm being my little self, and she chased me around the house with a paintbrush. Yup. So that was fun. I think I just, and that's not normal for mom. She didn't chase me around to try and beat me with something. I really had just gotten on her last nerve, and she was done. Hey, Barbara. So Barbara Whisper is in the house. Says, hi, Melanie. I love the little kitchen. Oh, yay. I'm so glad that you liked it. Mwah. So glad. And I'm glad that you got it. Yay. What I use doesn't ever notify me if it's been delivered overseas. So I'm so excited. Ellen says, hey, Evelyn. Jamie says, moods good morning. Oh, yarn moods. Okay, good morning, Tiffany. And Tiffany says, I've got so many whips that I don't know what's on the my book anymore. I need to focus. I feel ya, Tiffany. I feel ya. I understand. You know what, Michelle, that's right. Better seat at home, no traffic and Indy to deal with, right? And you're air conditioned, and yeah. Oh, righty. Sorry for my sniffles, you guys. Oh, so Froggy got in trouble. Her biggest trouble she got into as a kid was skipping school. I actually never did that. I loved school. I loved school. In fact, I had to go home sick. They made me, and when I was in elementary school, 3rd grade, they made me go home sick. And I was so upset about that. I was crying the whole way home. I'm like, don't make me go home. I want to stay. Ingrid says, I enjoyed you at Affordably Crafty this morning, Evelyn. Subs to you. Awesome. Everybody go check out Evelyn. It is Pink Sheep Design. And if you haven't seen her, if you're on Instagram and you haven't seen her on Instagram, you need to. You need to. Michelle says, a teen I got caught making out in the school parking lot by a cop friend of my dad's. Oh my gosh. You must have been like mortified. That is hilarious. When I was 13, all right. When I was 13, I got caught walking with a boy hand in hand, and later that afternoon, my stepfather chased me around the house with a horse. Holy crap, Maribel. What? Oh my gosh. But you were just holding hands. I mean, I pushed my mom's last button. That's why she chased me around with the paintbrush, but not a horsewhip. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, yay. Yay. I'm so glad. Yes, it came in perfectly. You know, I had to get that Lotus. That is so awesome. I'm so glad, Barbara. Yay. Michelle goes, I never got caught skipping school. I love that little qualifier word there. Alice says, I also just got 100 subs on IG. Yay, that's awesome. Yes, I love that. So when you check out Pink Sheep Designs, you need to check out Crafty Chats Cafe. Marilyn says, yes, I also follow a sub to Evelyn and following on IG. Woohoo. Jill says, I skipped high school once and got caught. But yeah, so that would have been me. If I had ever skipped school, I would have been caught. That would have been me. I wouldn't know what to do. You know what else I did? I almost forgot about this. Okay, so when I was probably around that 13-year-old age, remember I was pushing buttons. I was really pushing buttons. My mom wouldn't let me keep this kitten, and I was so upset. Okay, you know what an animal lover I am. You guys know. You've seen my animals, right? All right. I was so upset about it. I ran away from home. And they were building these apartments, and I hung out in there, and I ran away from home, and I was away for like 8 hours, and the cops, I finally was like, it's cold, I didn't want to, I'm gonna go home. So I walked home, walking home, and the cops picked me up and took me home. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I was tough in my early teens. I was a little headstrong. I didn't get into trouble, like drugs and stuff like that, but I was, yeah. That was me. Yarnmood says, mine is weird. I found a sick kitten, but it died, so I put it in a box and buried it without telling Mom. She found it while gardening and freaked out. Yeah, I got in trouble for that. Oh my God. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I mean, it's so thoughtful, but still, um, not something you ever want to see whenever you're gardening. Vicky says, oops. She didn't say oops. I just lost the thing. Vicky says, there are 4 of us, including my uncle, who is 13 months older, digging a tunnel down by the creek. It was 10 years old. Oh, goodness. Did you like reroute the creek? I hope you didn't. Hey, Ingrid says, oh, my hat, Maribel. That is so funny. Oh, got you. So Maribel says he was a bit abusive. I'd imagine. Hey, Kim. Kim says, hey, everyone. Kat, hi, Kat. How are you, Kat? So the question for those of you coming in says, what's the worst trouble you got into as a kid? Kat says, I skipped my senior year one time. Skipped my senior year one time. Why did I wait so long? I did not do much skipping. Well, I didn't do any skipping. Ellen says, can't say, never got caught. So mum's the word, right? Hi, Gina. How are you? Gina says, when my brother and I broke an antique hand-blown wine decanter and glasses while fighting with each other, Mom beat us with a hairbrush. Ooh, but I remember those days. I got the belt, you guys. I got the belt. So... and I think I told y'all last week, I took all of her belts one by one and hid them in my closet. And then we moved. A friend of hers was helping clean out my closet, and there was all those belts. And I was like, I don't know how they got there. I don't know. That's so weird. So weird. Barbara says, send email pictures. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm so excited. Yay. Now, Barbara, is this your design, or is it are you following a pattern written by somebody else? And do you have a pattern if it is your design? My AC just came back on. Alice says, my nephew's only 3 and pushing those buttons already. Well, yeah, they do that at 3, but it's a lot worse when they get like 13. And it's funny because boys are worse. And this is the way I understand it. I have a girl, but my sister is both, and we had girls. It was just me and my sister, but I understand the boys are harder early on. Girls are harder in their teens. That's what I understand. And Kim says, hi, Evelyn. Barbara says, my mom hit me bad because she thought I was skipping school. I had not, because the teacher had gone home sick and we were sent home. She called the school to report me and had to apologize big time. At least she apologized, right? At least she apologized. Well, wait. Oh, Jill, okay. Jill's got to go. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me. Jamie says, my dad gave me the keys to the Jeep to give to my mom after work. She never did get them because me and a few friends drove the Jeep to a 7-Eleven for Slurpees. We were arrested 5 minutes later. Oh my gosh, because you were 14. What? Oh, that was a bad night. Kat said, I told my sister that red nail polish was candy and painted her tongue. It's still an issue after 40 years, kids. Oh my gosh. Oh, I got a story about that. And this is when my sister got in trouble. She did 2 things. So one, I went to my sister and I was like, oh, I don't feel good. I have a cold. So she took Contact. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was like little beads inside of like this clear capsule. And she fed me the adult version of it. Mom found out. I got so sleepy. Mom found out. My sister got into so much trouble. And Mom had to take me to the emergency room and make sure I wasn't going to die. So there was that. And then my sister another time, and this was purely accident, but still got in trouble for it. She was playing with a garden hoe. You guys know it's the instrument. It's a flat and it's kind of bladed at the bottom. Anyway, or at least it's it's not bladed, but it is a straight at the bottom so you can get into the dirt and move it. So it's a garden hoe. And she's looking at me and she goes, okay, stand back, get back. So I stand back, which I think was far enough. She swings that hoe all the way behind her, hits me in the head, which I still have a scar, and then swings it forward. That was another trip to the emergency room because of my sister. So yeah, that was, my sister got into some trouble too. Not now when I hit my teens though, she was the angel compared to me until she got into her late teens and started sneaking out, and they put alarms on the house and stuff. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, Ingrid said, I released my late father's car's handbrake. I've done that too. Freaked the hell out of my mom. And we were in a Corvette 2-seater. I'm sitting on the emergency brake. Yeah, guess what I released? Started rolling backwards. She comes tearing out. She was at a convenience store, comes tearing out of there, gets to the car. Oh yeah, that was an interesting time. Anyway, I released my late father's car's handbrake. Car started rolling. Luckily, he could stop in time before anything major could happen. My backside did. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. With you on that one. Gina said, I got my gauge yesterday. Yay, Gina. Thank you. I'm so glad you got your gauge. Awesome. And I don't know into a keychain or not. I ran out of them, so I need to get some more. So Barbara says, Karen's fawning for fans, added beads, added crochet stitch. Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. Terry says, middle school, I climbed out my bedroom window to be a boy and got caught. One and only time I did that, right? You only do it once. Unless you don't get caught, do it again. Pumpkin Seed said, home to go track meet. It was a big mistake and had to ISS and get grounded. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hi, Jody. Jody's in the house. Hello. So for those of you just coming in, I'm going to ask the next question now. But for those of you just coming in, I've asked what's in your cup and what's on your hook, of course. And also my first question was, what is the worst trouble you got into as a kid? So those are the things that I was asking. Now, the next question is, describe the worst movie you ever watched. There's only one bad movie. This is the only movie I have ever not been able to get completely through, because I love movies, and usually I even like the stupid ones. But this one's called Blood Rain. And it was, no. Although I had to say Hansel and Gretel was pretty close. That was pretty close. Barbara says, playing yarn chicken to see if I can get arm warmers to match the beanie and bandana cowl out of this last bit of yarn. Ooh, cool. Okay. And hey, I've been there. I understand. Silver Fox says, I honestly can't remember the worst trouble. There was lots. Oh, Ingrid says Anaconda. I could not watch Anaconda. I got snakes. Can't do it. That's my irrational fear. Freak out. It was a little bit scary. Blood Rain was a little bit scary, but it was stupid. It was not good at all. Lori said, shampoo was dire, walked out of the shampoo. Oh, wow. Walked out of the cinema. Wow. I've never heard of that one. Lori says, cup, ice water, hook, summer cardi, taking to the beach in 2 weeks. Woohoo! I'm so excited for you, Lori. Crafty Chat says Kingsman, The Golden Circle, which I actually enjoyed that one. But like I said, it doesn't take much for me to enjoy a movie. So if I don't like a movie, it is bad. Bad. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Valhalla. Jody said, that's what Froggy said. And then Jody said, the worst movie I ever watched was American Psycho, and the book was even worse. Okay, you know what? That's another movie I couldn't finish, but I don't know if it was just because I didn't want to watch it around my kid, because it was pretty adult. Saw. Oh, I actually enjoyed Saw, Terry. The first one. I didn't watch any of the rest, but yeah. Whisper says, I have yet to manage watching a full horror movie without falling asleep during. You fall asleep during it? Oh my gosh. Kat says, I sat through Powderpuff Girls movie with my daughter. I really thought that time stood still. It was like went on forever and ever and ever. Hey, Wanda. How are you? Wanda says, hey, everyone. And Ingrid says Anaconda was so far-fetched, really far-fetched, not scary at all, just plain dumb. Oh my gosh. I just even if I just couldn't. No, I couldn't. Or what was the other one? Snakes on a Plane? That's another one I would never watch. And it doesn't matter if it was far-fetched. I'd be believing that a snake is going to come and eat me. A gigantic snake is going to come and eat me. That is how freaked out I am about snakes. The Barbie movies, I thought my eyes and ears would be bleeding by the end of it. Oh my gosh. That actually is funny is my daughter used to love the Barbie movies. And I got used to them, to be honest with you. Sing along with them, stuff like that. Vicky says that The Fly, which I never watched The Fly, but it was just a little bit before my time. I love Jeff Goldblum, but he like that type of movie was I was still a little bit young for it. Just so you know, I graduated in 93 and that came out, I think, in the 80s. So I was just a little young when it came out. Lori says, worst trouble. I ran into the house and yelled, going to the park with neighbor's kid name. And took off. Mom was running the vacuum, didn't hear me. They thought I had been taken. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah. See, you get, well, unless you're pushing buttons like I like to do at 13, but you get, I think, in the most trouble when you scare your parents, when you really scare them. Oh, Barbara says, I walked out on Cujo. It was not factual. And Ellis says, Horns also falls into the categories of meant to be scary, but just dumb. I've never heard of that one. Silver Fox says, oh, wait, hang on. Silver Fox says, showing my age with shampoo. It was back in the 70s. Warren Beatty, total rubbish. Oh, got you. Okay. Oh, I'm working with the, this. I am working with Ferris Wheel yarns. This colorway is called, what's this colorway called? Sprinkles. Yeah, Sprinkles. That's what this colorway is called, but this is what I'm working with. I know it's a little bit of a glare, but that's it. So, and I'll show you the baby blanket. That's what I'm working on, is a baby blanket. You see? So pretty. Love it. This is my rainbow project. I didn't get finished. I haven't gotten finished. I doubt I will get finished before the end of the month. But yep, that's Ferris Wheel yarns. Wanda says, already tired, starting to roll for Wyoming. Oh, okay. Where are you at right now, Wanda? And you guys, if my energy's a little off, I think that I've picked up a little bit. So hopefully I'll be fine. But I got my last COVID shot yesterday, my second Moderna COVID shot. So my arm's killing me. And this morning I felt like it was taking me more energy than I had to just like be. So I was afraid it was going to be totally like lifeless during this live. But I think I'm okay. Maybe I just, pumping the coffee and the Diet Mountain Dew in me is helping. Lori says, came home to the town police, county sheriff, and our priest talking to my parents in the front yard, forming a search party. Oh my gosh. And you're like, what's going on? Why is everybody here? Oh my gosh. And then you got worried. Oh, Pumpkin Seed said it was gross. And that's talking about, let me get back. Because my brain. I know it's talking about a movie. I can't remember. I can't remember. It was, but something was gross. Oh, you didn't like Natural Born Killers? I actually really enjoyed Natural Born Killers. It's not one that I watch over and over, but I did enjoy Natural Born Killers. And the ones that I watch over and over, though, my favorites, like Practical Magic, probably my number one favorite. I watch that over and over so much. I enjoy the Hunger Games. I enjoy the Harry Potters. I enjoy Twilight, which I know some of you guys hate. I still enjoy it. Lori says she was 6 years old. Oh my gosh. Wow. So scary for your parents. I can't even imagine. Oh, you're in North Carolina. Okay, so and that's home, right, Wanda? So you're at home and then you're headed up to Wyoming. Okay. Ingrid says, talking about Ferris wheels, I ordered cherry on top back in February. I received about 2 weeks ago. Waited a very long time for it to arrive here in South Africa. I bet. I can imagine. I've sent stuff not to South Africa, but even just to Europe is taking a long time to get places. Ellen says, have a great day, everyone. Remember all that hype about it being real. What are you talking about, Jamie? I missed something. I think I missed something, Jamie. And Ingrid says, have a lovely day, Ellen. Lori says, walked out of the theater for Natural Born Killers about 15 minutes in. Oh, my goodness. All the killing. Yeah. I think it started with the diner, didn't it? And there was a lot of swearing and stuff. No. Wait, I'm not thinking that. No. I'm thinking of a different one, not Natural Born Killers. I'm thinking of Pulp Fiction. I don't know why I did that. They're very different movies. But my brain did that. Just started putting them together, which I loved. Pulp Fiction. That was much better than Natural Born Killers, and I love Samuel Jackson in it. Oh, you love the first live action Scooby-Doo. So that was the one with Sarah Michelle Gellar in it, wasn't it? And what's his name? Oh my gosh, I love him. He was in 13 Ghosts, I think it was. Oh, what was it? Matthew Lillard. He cracks me up, and he was in this one movie. I don't watch many scary movies. I like suspense more than gore, like What Lies Beneath was so good, but I don't like the gore, where it's just the blood, the gore for gore's sake. But Matthew Lillard was in this one movie that I actually liked. Nope, that's not the right Matthew Lillard. There he is. So this is Matthew Lillard, if you guys can even see that. Anyway, he was in gosh, what was that one movie that also had Ewan McGregor? Oh, he's in Good Girls? I didn't know that. Where is that movie that was so good? Well, apparently he's been in a lot more than I realized. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So Supernatural had a Scooby-Doo crossover, one of their episodes. I think it's in the last season, maybe in the second to last season. He actually played Shaggy in that. Matthew Lillard did. That's awesome because he's an awesome Shaggy. Really, really awesome Shaggy. Oh my gosh, where is it? He's been in a lot of stuff, and I'm not finding it. It's like, I think it's 13 Ghosts. This is going to bug me, you guys. So that's why I'm looking it up. Where? Does anybody know? Hi, Crystal. How are you? Oh, you told me your least favorite movie. Oh, I tried to scroll back and I'm missing some stuff. So my bad on that. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. was in that. But no, I was thinking of Matthew Lillard, the guy who played Shaggy. Where is it? Is it 13 Ghosts? Golly, he was even in House. He's been in everything. He's so busy. He was in Hackers. Matthew Lillard was in Hackers. That was another good one. Oh my gosh, this is going to bug me, you guys. But it's taking me forever to find it, so I'm putting it down. Sorry about that. I'm glad you're doing good. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? So, okay, so I'm going to ask the next question. And that question is, what is the worst pickup line that you've ever heard? Honestly, nobody used pickup lines on me. Yeah, it was just more like I was dancing in the club and they come dancing next to me and like, hi, what's up? You know what I mean? So, like, no classic pickup lines. Thank God. I probably would have laughed in their face. Okay, so Crystal, Jamie says, Crystal, I have to ask, do you really have chickens? And hello. Lori says, I have liked the Scooby-Doo cartoons as long as I can remember. Aren't they awesome? Aren't they awesome? And it looks like Matthew Lillard actually in some of the more recent Scooby-Doo cartoons, he's actually done the voice for Shaggy. He's such a good Shaggy. Who used to do, wasn't it Pat Sajak that used to do Shaggy? Crystal says, yes to Jamie. Yes, we did have 11 in July of last year. Now we have only 6. Hopefully they were not, taken by the wild animals, which sometimes happens around here. It sometimes happens. Ingrid says, did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Oh my God, you actually got that pickup line? That's awesome. It says, oh my hat. Who says that, right? Who says that? And Kathleen says, never had a pickup line used on me. Yeah, see, exactly. Alice said, didn't he get arrested for something recently? Did he? I don't know. Let's Google that. I'm Googling it. Matthew Lillard arrest. If I can spell arrest right. No, I don't see that. I don't see that he was arrested. The Shaggy actor, I mean. I don't think so. I don't think he was arrested. At least not Matthew Lillard. It may have been somebody else who acted as Shaggy. Oh my God, Jamie. Jamie says, I'm not answering because you ignored my last answer. Jamie, I'm so sorry. I tried to find it, but I have to scroll way up. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jamie. Lori says, pickup line, are you a witch? Because I'm spellbound by those eyes. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I mean, somebody actually used somebody. That's awesome. That's like classic. And did you laugh in his face? I'm just curious if anybody just laughed in somebody's face when they use these lines. Vicky says, don't think I had one from anyone. I'm the same way. I don't remember pickup lines. Not any. Alice says, random defamation on my part then. Well, I did see where somebody had a different first name, but they had the middle name Matthew and then last name Millard, and they are on the sex offenders list. So, but that is not the Matthew Lillard that is an actor. What was that movie that was, had Ewan McGregor? They were all doing drugs. He was in that movie too. I think wait a minute. No, actually, he wasn't. He was in Hackers. I'm confusing him with somebody else. All right, so I'm going to ask the next question. Oh, you know what, you guys? I haven't even shown you this, and we're like 45 minutes in. Okay, so you guys, if you haven't been here before, I do a drawing. Oh, wait, no, this is mine. I do a drawing at the end of my lives. You have to have been active chatting within the past 5 minutes to be to have something drawn. So let me show you what you can choose from if you were to win. So forgive me, I'm leaning over and I'm getting my stash here. I think I have everything. I may be missing something, but right now. All right, so what you have to choose from is you can get the tassel. You can get these sewing notion buttons. You can choose those. There's a big square button, a set of 3 wooden buttons, little pony, unicorn, Pegasus type of buttons, ladybug buttons, which I actually really like those. Those are super cute. Put that on a green dress. Wouldn't that be cute? And then these woodland creature buttons. And this enamel pen that is a sheep made out of yarn balls. So that's what you can choose from. Hi, Viviana. How are you? So, and that's at the end of my live, which usually ends at about 1 o'clock. That's usually when it ends. Ooh, okay. So Lori says the guy that said it to me was creepy older than me at the time. I was about 19 and he was probably 40-ish. Oh, although I did date somebody when I was in my early 20s that was like over 30. I did do that. I think I went on one date, but he was really weird. It was the first time I ever ate sushi though. And Jamie says, it's not a pickup line per se, but an actual pickup. I'm only 4'8", and this one a-hole picked me up and literally and carried me. I'll stop the story there. Oh my gosh. Yes. No, don't touch me, dude. I don't know you. I don't want you to do that. Well, even if you did know, it doesn't matter. No. Jody says, bye everyone. Have a safe holiday weekend. Bye, Jody. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you. And Barbara says, my man is here. I have to start cooking dinner. Oh, and your amazing dinners. Your amazing dinners. Lori says, I don't know if it was really a pickup line, but a guy commented on my toe cleavage once. What? Like, seriously, you obviously have a fetish. You know how some ballet flat shoes show the top of your toes when they meet your foot? It was weird. Yes, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes. If a guy tries to flirt with me, I just roll my eyes and walk away. Right, Alice? Amen to that. Ingrid says, LOL. Oh, my hat, Jamie. Hope you kicked his behind. Yes, ma'am. That would be awesome. Hi, Korea Design. How are you? Hello. And Ingrid says, happy cooking, Barb. Crystal says, our 3 roosters we gave away because of the crowing. Okay, and then 3 died. So we had 11 babies and 1 mom. Okay. That, it makes sense. So it's just natural things, stuff that happens. I get it. When we get chickens, I want to have max 6, like 4 to 6, only because it's just the 3 of us, and I'll probably be giving away eggs. Yep. And then when they get close to being done with their brooding, then if that's the right word, I may be using the wrong word, then I will get a few more. Sorry. At a moment. I'm starting to feel a little tired. All right. So I'm going to ask the next question. And it is, what is the worst holiday that you've been on? So I think they're referring to holiday, not the American term, but the Euro term. So I would say, what is the worst vacation that you've ever been on? With the 6 you have, we get anywhere from 4 to 6 eggs a day. Okay, so that's good. As well, depending on how big your family is, but 4 to 6 eggs a day is pretty good. I wouldn't be able to get through all that. So, hi, Yarn at Play. How are you? It is so nice to see you. I love all the stuff you're coming out with, Yarn at Play. I've been enjoying them, your videos. Hey, Petra, how are you? So nice to see you. Hello, hello. So Jamie says, I kicked him, but not in his behind. Kat says Milwaukee. Who goes to Milwaukee for vacation? What's in Milwaukee that you would visit? Um, 4 people. Okay, so you have 4 people. So yeah, so 4 eggs, probably enough. Maybe if you have like 1 egg each a day, but not everybody eats eggs every day, right? And Maribel says, hi, Crystal. And Petra says, hi, everyone. I missed something here. Hang on. Let me back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Oh, there we go. Everybody's saying hi to Petra. And Ingrid says, want I find after my husband passed that I am on my own, even with me being 55, freaking men think I am free game. Like they're hunting. Grrr. Hate that. Just leave me alone already. I'm happy on my own. Amen to that, right? Amen to that. You had a good life with your husband. It doesn't mean that you're like all of a sudden needing, yeah. I'm with you on that one. Crystal saying, hi, Maribel. Kathleen says, when we were driving to Tennessee, took the wrong exit and nowhere, in nowhere, illegal, and got a flat tire. Oh my gosh, what? So you probably had a hard time getting the flat tire fixed because you were in the middle of nowhere. Kat says the zoo of all things. Then we did go to the Dells. Oh, so in Milwaukee, you went to the zoos. Then we did go to the Dells. My parents are insane. Oh, sometimes that happens, right? That's hilarious. Jamie says, oh my God, we took my mother-in-law with us on our honeymoon. Worst vacay ever. Yes. Why would you take your mother-in-law, Jamie? What? What? I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at you. I shouldn't. And Petra's saying, I imagine so, Jamie. Gina says, always went to Florida growing up. And one time I got 2nd-degree sunburn on the second day. Oh, no. Gosh, I got in trouble for keeping on suntan lotions. And when I was young, I used to use, we used things like tan accelerators. That's what we did. It was the worst. And this was like 80s, early 90s. I got bad burns. I lived in Florida, grew up there. So we used to go we had a boat and we used to go out to this main springs where I grew up, a little town called Chris River in Florida. And yeah, so I understand that. But now I wear sunblock because I burn so easy. I used to not burn easy until I did that to myself. Now I burn crazy easy. Crystal says, worst vacay, a trip to Louisiana to a casino and came home broke. Plus I got a speeding ticket. Oh no, I can't ever do the casinos. I realize because I play on my phone, I play Uno all the time and I keep buying more coins. And I'm like, I would so go broke because you win for a little bit and then you start losing and then you're like, okay, I'll just get 1,500 more coins, right? Of course, that cost me $1.99, so it's not like that big of a deal. But still, I can imagine at a casino. No, it wouldn't be pretty. Yarda Places, thanks so much. I have been glad you've been enjoying them. I've been having a lot of fun making them. It's awesome. That's what's important. Granny D's in the house. Hi, Granny D. How are you? Says, hey, Mel, just in time to say bye, almost. Jamie, that's a scream. I got a little bit more time if you want to hang, Granny D. I'll probably be on for like another hour. Vicky says, camping Memorial Weekend rained all weekend and storms. When it finally quit raining, all the flying bugs came out of the weeds. Oh, no. That would be miserable. You'd want to stay in your tent after that. Let me make sure that this is going. All right, back here. Okay. So Vicky, that was like this weekend, right? I'm gonna bring my other computer back up because that's where I got my questions. Lori says, about 12 years ago, we were driving from Indiana to Banff, Canada, which my mom took my daughter there. It's beautiful. About the Illinois-Iowa border, my husband started getting kidney stone symptoms. It was a long drive. I imagine so. That's painful. Ooh. Backing it up. And people are saying hi to each other, which I love. Yay. Oh, Crystal says when I start losing, I move to a different machine. Might be a good plan, but I need to not because I would so end up just it wouldn't be pretty. Barbara says the hot rod tour, the tour was great, the ride sucked as I rode the entire 3,000 miles in the back seat. Both front seat people had to have leg space. Oh no. No. Somebody's got to give up a little leg space for you to be comfortable, right? Let's go half and half here, people. Jamie says, we took my mother-in-law so she could watch her grandkids and we could work on making more. I understand that. And didn't work out that way. I ended up getting my parents to come get me and the kids and let George be with his mom. Oh, that was not, no. Does he still pay for that to this day? Does he still pay for that? Excuse me. Sorry about that. Froggy says, hey, sweet Granny D. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, were you not feeling good, Granny D? I hope you're feeling better too. Ingrid says, went to a place in Namibia, and if I butchered that, I'm so sorry. We got there, and our bungalow was this teeny tiny room with one bed, cupboard, and a wash basin. Oh my gosh! So, like, was your toilet? So it's just a wash basin. You didn't have like a toilet. Anyway, that filled the little room, no space, no nothing in this little matchbox. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would drive me crazy. That would drive. And they took pictures in a way that you couldn't see how tiny it was, right? Worst vacation. Well, the vacation was great, but I was on my way back from Africa and all my flights kept getting delayed. So I spent 48 hours in transit back to Grand Rapids, Michigan with no sleep. Oh my gosh. Yes, that would be miserable. And Jamie says, hi, Granny D. And Ingrid saying, take care, Gina. Are you leaving, Gina? Bye. I know. No, I don't far from a casino. Oh, is it Cherokee? I can't. No, I'm not too far from a casino. You're right. You're right. And I will never go because I will go broke. Okay, and so Yarn Place says, I wish I could stay longer, but I need to help my hubby get the window AC units in. Okay, problem. I get it. It's hot out. AC's up and right. Okay, I'm backing up because I think I missed some stuff here. Oh, Gina says, there it is. Gina says, got to go have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Remember what it stands for. Absolutely. Remember what it stands for. To remember that have died to make sure that we have our freedom. And Granny D says, oh, really? Well, wow. Well, I would, but I'm expected elsewhere at noon. I will try to make it on time next week. Just got in from here. That's okay, Granny D. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. You know what? Like I say, you're never late. You're always right on time as long as you come and visit. I am fine with that. All right, now I'm catching back up. People are saying hello. Hi, Amby. So nice to see you here. Lori says we were tent camping in Florida once. Florida. Ooh. So hot. Once, and a hurricane was coming. Oh no, but you didn't know. The forest ranger came in and helped us evacuate. I am so don't want to be during a hurricane. Nope. All right, let me back up. I'm a little bit behind.
It's 12 o'clock.
That's cool. You have to catch. Well, I'm visited me, and I will be back here next Saturday. Okay, I'm catching up. We were in a Mustang, and I had to be the narrator, so you couldn't drive. You couldn't drive. That would be so awesome. Okay. So Granny D says I have tummy issues at times. Much better at the moment. Major issues with foot pain all the time. I'm with you on the foot pain. Foot pain, Granny D. So why do you have foot pain? I have peripheral neuropathy, so I am always a little uncomfortable, and some days it's worse than others. I don't know why I shouldn't have looked at. Let me put that away. I'm so sorry. Jamie says, yes, Melanie, George has been paying for that since July 1999. Yeah, I would imagine so. What I know about you, Jamie, I would imagine so. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So Lisa the Grammy is in the house, and she says, hello, everyone. I'm going to make bacon and listen. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I already had my bacon this morning, though. Ingrid says, exactly. The toilet was an outside loo. Oh, no. Was it like shared with other people that were there? Oh my gosh, Ingrid. No, I would no. It says outside loo. What? This place was really like place with no name between here and nowhere. We really had a raw deal there. I imagine so. That's easy. What do you mean on that, Ibit? Hey, buddy. My little orange buds meow. Meow. Hi, Ibit. Hey. Hi, sweet boy. Aw, thank you. Come here. Oh, here we go. There's my boy. There's my boy. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Okay. Vicky's saying, everyone have a great weekend. Bye, Vicky. Thanks so much for joining me. Oh, you have a get to know you question. Awesome. I love your questions, Ambi. I love it, love it, love it. And Ingrid says, hi, Bev. I'm crocheting away here on Gina's Calcolab. I'm so fired up with Lisa and me adding the beads to our ponchos. Okay, he's wanting to go. Beads to our ponchos. I'm adding beads to this one, too. Ooh, fun. Also, I'm seeing a very large project today. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait. Crystal says, I am in Texas and it's hot here too. We are supposed to have a cool front come in. Ooh, when are you going to get that cool front? Barbara says, I don't drive. Oh, okay. Okay. I get that. I get it. Making sure I didn't miss someone saying something. So Granny says, I have to hobble along. Also, try to play later. Matt, love to all. Oh, love you too, Granny D. Mwah. I hope that you have an amazing, amazing weekend. Ingrid says, exactly. Okay. I read that part. So I think I'm caught up. So let me go back down. Oh, Vicky's not leaving yet. Okay. Sorry, Vicky. So you're probably saying bye to other people who are leaving. Gotcha. Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to read that here in a minute. Pretty kitty. Yeah, it's my little kitty cat. My handsome, but he's the sweetest one. I have 3 cats, and he is the sweetest. He really, really is. Crystal says, oh, hi, kitty. What's the name of? So we have a tendency to name our cats many, many names. So that particular cat, he was originally, his official name is Piglet, but we also call him Itty Bitty or Itbit. And Itbit is actually the one that, like, his call name. He's not like a show cat, but that's just what I usually call him, is Itbit. So Ambi wants to know, what Disney villain would you be? Let me think about that. I know it would not be Cruella. Definitely not Cruella. Would I be the stepmom, or would I be Maleficent? I'd like to say I would be Maleficent, but more likely I would be the stepmom in Cinderella. Or not one of the stepsisters, the stepmom. And Crystal says this weekend. Ooh. Ingrid says, "Yep, Mel, you are spot on. It was shared outside, Lou. Oh my God, no. I would be going crazy. It was one of our family holidays. Even now, after my husband passed on, my son and myself still talk and laugh now about that holiday. Yes. Well, I tell you, at least it was memorable, right?" Crystal says that's cute. Yes, my mini names for my kitties. So I have another one, a gray one. He's over there rolling around, being also all sorts of cute. Ipit, come here, Betty. Come here, Ipit. No, he's too busy being cute. You coming? Come here, baby. You coming back over here and say hi? Hi, bud. You are just too cute right now. You are. You're my handsome fella. Or oh, that might be me too, Ursula. I forgot about her. But yeah, that may be. Maybe. You might be right. You might be right on that one. Hi, baby. Hi, handsome. It's my handsome boy. Are you my handsome boy? You guys get to hear me say, baby, talk to my cat. Sorry. All right. So what Disney villain would you be? What Disney villain would you be? Anybody going to be Cruella? Any Maleficents out there? I am not the revenge sort, so I could not be Maleficent. But I do like Ursula. You're right. I could be Ursula. Hi, handsome. Hi. You going to get down again? Okay. All right, I'm going to throw in another question along with the Disney villain question. It is, what is the worst grade that you ever got? I'm assuming in school, if you guys can remember, what is the worst grade you ever got? I have 2 maths, and I failed. I failed algebra, and then I went to summer school, and it clicked in my head, and I got it, and I can do the algebraic-based maths very well now, and I get them. You know, it's more of a logical math, but then geometry, still not my forte. So I also failed geometry, and both those classes I had to retake in summer school. So Crystal says I have 2 cats, Oreo female and Tom male. Oh, how cute! I'm assuming Oreo is a black and white kitty, right? Hi, Wanda. Wanda says Mel. Michelle says B. I'm not sure. Oh, the worst grade you ever got was a B? Really? Wow, that's amazing, Michelle. Ingrid says failed algebra as well. Yeah, and it's funny because I was in early. I was in pre-algebra in 8th grade, which was early in our area. Worst grade was an incomplete in math in 9th grade. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, she is black and white. So is she a tuxedo kitty or just like black and white? I have a gray tuxedo kitty. His 3 names are Gremlin or Kitty Cat or Kit Kat. Oh, you got an F in math. Me too, Vicky. That was the one. You got a D in PE once. You have asthma. Okay, and then they didn't take that into account. And honestly, I know depending on how old you are, they didn't care. At certain ages, they did not care. I'm going to show you guys my gray kitty. Now, have you seen Screech? So I have another one. He was originally going to be called Cinder until he started screaming at me, and then his name changed to Screech. But we also call him Little One. So where is... Oh, I can do this. Nope, not that. This. I have to mute it, though. That's Screech. Hey, Jamie, the phone's ringing. The phone's ringing, Jamie. That's Screech. My little fluffy boy. Let me catch up. So, Jamie says, I'm brilliant and excelled in all of my subjects. I cannot answer your question of a bad grade. Lies. Lies. Oh, okay. Mel, I posted the outside of my crochet case and yarn hookers. Oh, okay. I'm calling it Rainbow of Many Colors hook case. Ooh, did you just recently post it? Now I have to look. And you guys, this past like 2 weeks, I have been exhausted between work, and then when I get off of work, I don't want to do anything. So, yeah, so I didn't have any videos this past week, but I'm making up for that. I'm going back to my 4 videos a week. I recorded some stuff. I'm going to get it on the schedule and get it going. I've already edited one, and then I'm off for the next couple days, so I'll be able to edit and stuff and get things scheduled out for at least like 3 weeks, I think. I think I have 3 weeks worth of stuff. I think might have more than that if I go to my PO box. All right, so I will go and check that, Wanda. I was trying to check it right away, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. Abby says, I think it would probably be either Lady Tremaine or Maleficent. Who's Lady Tremaine? Is that the mom? The stepmom? I can't remember who Lady Tremaine is. I think is that the stepmom? Worst grade was a D in college in statistics. Oh, I actually dropped out of statistics because the teacher was so horrible that he was arguing with students in the class. And I finally went to the advisor and I'm like, I'm not paying for this class. I'm not going to pay for it. You need to refund my money because I'm not going to sit there and watch a teacher argue with a student. That's not what I'm here for. Of course, I was older when I went to that class. You know, it's not something you would do in your early 20s. I don't think, well, unless you have a lot of gumption in your early 20s, which I did not. And yeah. Oh, worst grade, D. Oh, my mother had a heart attack and missed several classes. I was happy with the F. Yeah, I understand that. You got to go with what's important. Crystal says, I'm not sure if she is, but I show them on my channel sometimes. Okay, cool. I have to check. So the Tuxedo Cat is the one that has the white. It's like the back is one color, and then you have like the white chest. That's a Tuxedo Kitty. But I'll go check out your channel and see if I can't find her. I do think of you, Jamie. Every time that phone rings and I don't answer it, I'm like, Jamie would kill me. No, thank you. Yeah, I still need to bring up my other cat. D in statistics in college. Happy with the D. You're like, at least I passed. Woohoo! I'm sorry, but I need to go. Always have fun in your life. Thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad you came here. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you so much. My worst grade was an F. What did you get an F in, Ambi? Ingrid says, Vicky, I am not a mathy person. Even today, Vicky. LOL. Hated in school. Art class, yes. That's where I excelled. I'm actually good at the logical maths now. Like I took physics in high school and did really, really well. I'm very good at the logical maths now. But I even, when I did calculus in college, did well in that. And I didn't have to do the homework. I just had to be in class. So I ended up doing well in that. All right, I'm looking for my other kitty so you guys can see Gremlin. But I got to go to my other thing here. All right, so this is my daughter with Gremlin in her lap. That's Kit Kat. Right there. He's my gray Tuxedo Cat. He's all about the attitude right there. Cracks me up. And Ingrid saying, take care, Michelle. I already answered that one. I failed college math and I have to take it again. I understand. That's tough. That is the stepmom. Okay. So we were thinking in the same line there, Ambi. That's so funny. And we do that often, I think, you and I. Wanda says, towards the bottom of the May challenge yesterday. Oh, okay. I got to go check. I thought I saw everything that came in, but somebody could have approved it because usually I do the approving on the posts. but somebody could have gotten to it and improved it before I did. Vicky says, same here, Ingrid. I know when we have the calculator on our phones, I always use it instead of using my brain. Right? I am the same way these days. And it's so funny because I do a little bit of math for my work and I'm figuring things out. And I tell them, I'm like, look, I'm sorry. Ever since they put a calculator on my phone, I don't know math. I do know math. My animals are in my Miscellaneous Monday videos. Oh, okay. I'm going to go watch them. Hey, Angie, so nice to see you. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And Angie's saying, hello, all. Bev says, I went to school at a time when they passed you, even if you didn't do well. I got F's in grade school and middle school. I hated going to school. Aw, I'm sorry. And that's bad. That's not good, especially since a big part of your day is school. David! Oh, don't you worry about it, David. I'm just, like I said, you're never late. As long as you're here to visit, you're right on time. Jamie says, I don't know why I'm like that. I'm not able to let a phone go unanswered. Even if I know who it is, I must know what they want. Nice pussycat. Picture. Yes. With my daughter. My Peanut. That was Peanut and Gremlin. Peanut and Gremlin. Ambi says, I have another question. Ooh, well, ask away, Ambi. I love your questions. People are saying, hey, David. Ingrid said, oh, Crystal, yes, art club was my favorite. And I have to say so myself. Did good. Had an A in my final year. Woohoo. Awesome. Hang on just a minute. I just have to say something. I'm going to mute myself really quick.
More other than that.
So sorry, you guys. So sorry about that. My husband's about to head out, and I was just talking to him really quick. Huh? Yeah. Okay. So Ambi's got a question coming up, which I can't wait to see. So Ambi said, hi, Aisha. How are you? So nice to see you. Oh, there it is, Ambi. It just pops up for me, you guys. It's like like 5 things pop up all at once. Ambi says, if you had to describe yourself using only 3 words, what would they be? Oh, gosh. My 3 words. Bold. My husband says mule-headed. That's more like 2 words, but stubborn, I think, is the same word. It says the same thing in 1 word. All right, so bold, stubborn, scary. And Peanut says scary. I'm scary.
Loud.
I'm loud. I am loud. I am loud. I will go with that. I am loud. Oh, thanks, David. David says, Melanie, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I love it. At least I think you're talking about me. You could be saying that's how you describe you. Ingrid says, no problem, Mel. Life happens. Thank you so much. I appreciate your understanding. Jamie, I love it. Jamie's short and sarcastic actually might be in mine too, but I think my daughter's more sarcastic than I am. Short, sarcastic, and high. I love it. Lori, kind, loyal, and passionate. You are also the lady of great ideas. You always have great ideas.
Kind, loyal, and passionate. What are you, a Hufflepuff?
She might be. I don't know. Fun-loving Mancunian. What does that mean? Granny. What does Mancunian mean? Yes, Maribel, stubborn, loyal, and generous. And loyal probably needs to be on mine too. Loyal definitely needs to be on mine. It says I probably can't use the words for myself in this chat, Snark. David, you're so bad. You're so bad. All right, I'm going to ask a question too. And these are going to be quick ones. So it's a do you prefer series. So it's do you prefer the pool or a beach? I prefer the pool. Bev says organized, obsessed knitter. Love it. I love that. And I'm a little obsessive too. If by a little you mean a lot. Me. So Crystal says me, compassionate, stubborn, and worrier. Worry too much. I wouldn't call. Well, sometimes I worry, but I wouldn't call myself a worrier. Silver Fox says he's from. They're from excuse me, Manchester in the UK. Excuse me. There we go. My 3 words: food, drink, yarn. Yes, sir. I love that. Vicky says stubborn, nice, and kind. Froggy prefers the pool. Me too. Vicky prefers the pool. Ingrid prefers the beach. Silver Fox prefers the beach. Lori prefers the beach, which I'm not surprised by that answer, Lori. Bev says, if you make friends with me, I'll organize you, become obsessed with you, and try to knit you something or make you knit something. I love that. I love that. Hang on. I'm sorry. Hang on. I'm sorry. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. He's getting me something to help me organize my yarn for today's thing, and I was describing it to him. So please forgive me for that. All right, let me go back. Oh, I love it. Short crafter procrastinator. That actually might describe me too, Ambi. That's nuts. Nuts. Bev prefers the beach, and Jamie's not going to pick. She's like, I like both.
Ma, I'm the procrastinator of the family.
I can be too.
Not as much as me.
No, you just don't end up doing it. All right, Lisa says pool. She prefers a pool. Ingrid says she is honest, loyal, and friendly. At least I hope I am. I am friendly. I hope I am friendly. I know, Ingrid, that you're friendly. I know. I think I got something on my glasses. All right, let me just take these puppies off. I'm getting hot now. Whew. All right. Which pool beach option has better eye candy? Right. It doesn't matter where you go as long as they got good eye candy. I like your answer, David. Lori says, and it popped up on me, I couldn't hear what Peanut said about my 3 words. Oh, what did you say about my 3 words? Hers were, I can't remember what you said. You were standing over there and you said, do you remember?
What are you, a Hufflepuff?
Oh, she said, what are you, a Hufflepuff? That's what she said about your 3 words. Yes, Crystal, I am the same way. That is why I prefer the pool. I don't like the sand. And I don't like the fish and like what could be in the ocean. Not a fan. I watched Jaws at a way too impressionable age. But yeah, Lori, that's what she said about your 3 words. She said, what are you, a Hufflepuff? I know I'm a Hufflepuff. Aisha said beach. And Ambi says both. Not going to get to go to either, but I love them both. Lisa Grammy says her 3 words are OCD, talkative, and friendly. I might be a little on the OCD about certain things. And that's when I get scary, like what Peanut said. Jamie says, actually, pool versus versus beach here means, do you feel like stand up your butt? Yay or nay? That's how we determine if we go into a pool or like, yep, I'm not a fan of sand. That's why I do the pool. Well, whenever I do stuff like that. David says, Crystal, I don't like sane on me either. Sanity is overrated. Kathleen says, I am as sane as the next person. Maybe. And Ingrid says, yep, sanity is overrated. I rarely do either. These shoulders haven't seen sunlight in years. I am with you. And Lori says, I am a Hufflepuff. What? I'm sorry.
What?
Backyard hose. I don't like crowds. Oh, yeah. I used to, that's when I was growing up. You know, they had the little sprinkler that went like this. I used to play that all the time in my backyard. Loved it. And I think we even had a sprinkler when my little one was little, but they got fancy when she was little. They like had these things that whipped around and
Yeah, I played with them, but we lived in Florida, so we had a reason.
yeah. And then what was the other one? Slip and slide all the time. Slip and slide. That's the other thing. I didn't do it, but she had a slip and slide and loved playing in it. Yeah, actually, a sprinkler in the yard. Yep, that's the way I would play, a sprinkler in the yard. But I still would prefer a pool. And eventually, I would like to get a nice above ground pool. Now, I don't want the full like in ground pool, but above ground pool. And then I want more than that. I want to get a hot tub. And then you guys might actually get me doing lives in a hot tub. Be like, I'm not leaving here today. It says, Lori says, I acutely like our condo with a private pool 5 feet away and private beach 10 feet beyond that. And only 25 other condos that use them both. That's actually really kind of awesome. I like that setup. That's the perfect setup. And 25 is not that many. And also, they may not always be in use. Kathleen says, I try to stay out of the water. Can't swim. I love the sound of the beach and lake water lapping on the shore. Yes.
I can't swim either.
Yes, you can. She just
I
can't.
can't float.
You're fine.
Yeah, I can't float, though.
Next question. What is something you love other than crocheting? The Ambi's asking that question. What is something you love other than crocheting? Oh, I'm getting a little sweaty up in here, you guys. David says, remember lawn darts? Who thought that was a good idea? Amen to that, right? Murder. That's what lawn darts were. They were murder darts. And David says to Ambi, opera. Maribel says they did the fire hydrant when I was a kid. Oh, I remember seeing that. They didn't do that with us, but I lived in kind of the country. So, and Ambi says that Lori, I wish. And Kathleen says badminton in the backyard was fun as a kid. Yes, badminton was fun. I agree. Kathleen says I love baking. Barbara says reading and the outdoors. And Bev says reading. Probably the next thing that I really, really like is I get obsessive and actually my second choice for a YouTube channel would have been this. If I had not done crochet, I love crochet. So, but I get obsessive about like TV shows and certain movies and stuff like that and series and stuff. So that's what it would have been. Like fantasy-based stuff more than anything else. Fantasy-based stuff. So that's, and video games. I used to video game all the time. I don't do it nearly as much anymore. Oh my gosh. Silver Fox, what are your favorite video games? What kind do you play? So I still go back and I play Diablo, The Sims, and Civilization. And I actually have I need to plug it in. I actually have a Nintendo Switch, which I love. Carry my Diablo. They just don't. The Nintendo Switch just doesn't have The Sims yet. That's the only thing. All right, let me back up. I missed some stuff. Okay, so Bev says reading, and Lori says, what do I love other than crochet? The beach. Lisa says reading, so watching movies. Yes. Wants to get into sewing. Problem with her sewing machine that we bought at the Goodwill for $15, and I got to figure out how to fix it if we can. Silver Fox says video games, genealogy, quilting, cross stitch, history, dogs, loads of stuff. Right? Just obsessive over, which I am like fantasy based TV shows and movies. I'm going to Atlantic City Beach in 2 weeks. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you, Lori. I can't wait for you either. Crystal says reading and playing games on my Xbox. Not Jamie says avocado. I love my avocado trees and other green plants. Yes, you love your gardening. I remember that. Vicky says reading and criminal shows. Ooh, criminal shows. I love them. My favorite of all time is Criminal Minds, but I also watch Evil Lives Here. That's like, I'm sorry, this arm hurts, so I'm kind of lightly scratching it because it itches. But yeah, I love criminal shows. I got a subscription to Discovery Plus. It has like the ID channel. So fun. Love it. Lisa says used to play D&D and Mech Warrior. And David says, I just don't get the video game thing, but that's okay. I also don't get the appeal of science fiction and Harry Potter. What? David, we can't be friends. No, I'm just kidding. Kathleen says, my granddaughter, who is now 9, keeps asking, when are we going back to Pensacola Beach? We went there when she was about 6 or 7. Oh, I bet she says, who is now 9. So it's been a few years. Oh, Jamie, I'm not answering it. David says, Mel, I'm going to send you another box. Is your description updated with the current priorities for Mom's Foundation? Actually, no, it isn't. I need to take a look at it. I will let you know, David. Oh, with all my coughing, I'm looking a little raccoony. I just realized that. I'm looking some little raccoony. There we go. That's a little bit better. Cozy murder mysteries. Cozy murder mysteries. Yeah, my husband's just saying that sounds like an oxymoron. Yeah, Peanut Senior. But I don't know. Lori says, I'm stepping away for a few minutes. My son and his fiance are getting ready to leave for a weekend of camping trip, and I want to help them pack the truck. Okay, well, I will see you when you get back. And I'm going to go through what you can pick if you win just a minute. As I live just a few miles each, don't go often. I didn't whenever I used to live. When I was young, I did. But I used to love boating and going to springs. That was good, especially in Florida because it was so hot and the springs are so cold. That's the channel I watched, the ID. Yes. Okay. So one show I started watching there was Evil Lives Here. I really, really like that. I also like Snapped. That's another good one. Just a bunch of them. Yeah, I love that channel, Vicky. I'm with you on that one. With you. Got into that stuff because of my grandma, who is now sadly passed, but that's why I got into that stuff. David says, I love 19th century British fiction and BBC miniseries, which I like some of the BBC stuff. Yes. Especially if Colin Firth is involved. There you go. There's your eye candy, right? I'm going to ask my next question too. So, and this is another, do you prefer? So do you prefer books or films? I used to prefer books. I now prefer films because I have the attention span of a flea. And Crystal says, Colin Firth is a wonderful actor. Kathleen says, I love true crime stories. ID channel is a favorite to watch. Yes, it is one of my favorite. I love Discovery Plus. I don't have cable anymore, so I get like the Discovery Plus and stuff like that. Bev says, when I was very young, I spent summers on my favorite place on earth. Oh, and actually, I love lakes. I love lakes, but I still would have a hard time swimming in them. But I like them a lot more than the ocean. Oh my gosh. Kat says, I'm addicted to 90 Day Fiance. It's a train wreck, but I can't look away. Oh, I imagine that one's a train wreck. Okay, no, I read that one. Jamie says, David, what? We have that totally in common. No video games here or Harry Potter. Melanie, phone. Your mama's busy. Get the phone for her. Yeah. So if anybody calls it, and this is why I don't bother answering or have anybody else answer it. If anybody's calling that number, it's probably a salesperson, because I only give that number out to the school and like doctors and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta go back up here. Okay, so Lisa says I've loved Doctor Who since I was a kid, and Lisa also says both for movies and film. I mean books and film. Froggy says books, and Bev says books, and more books, please. And that is the way I used to be. I used to be voracious in my reading. Now I listen to books on tape. My attention span has gotten horrible ever since I had my daughter. I can't, like, I every once in a while, like, there's certain books that I can get through quickly, and that was like a Charlotte Harris, her series, which Charlotte Harris did the True Blood. She did a book for them before they, of course, came out as a TV show. And then like Tammy Hogue, she's another one I read through really quickly, and Dean Koontz, that's another through. So I can still read those, but for the most part, the books that I love, I listen to books on tape. The style of books that I love. Crystal says films now. Me and you, Crystal. Me and you. I get it. David says, I'm quite ashamed today. I don't read as much as I used to. I like audiobooks. I barely watch movies now. Yeah, I do. I'm really into audiobooks now. I do that a lot. I actually sub to Audible, and I have so many books in my library now on Audible. Crystal says, Lisa, I'm a big Doctor Who fan too. And David says, Mel, I would love to live in your part of North Carolina. It's so beautiful there. I love it here. Love it. I will never move away from the mountains. In a scenario, I may go to Tennessee one day and live in the foothills on the Tennessee side, which I prefer the Tennessee over the North Carolina or South Carolina side of the foothills. It's just the view over there. Or I might move closer to Asheville, that kind of thing. But I love this area. And likely I'm going to stay in the area that I'm in. I love it. But I'm not moving. I've talked about getting a different house, David, and now we're in a market where it's a seller's market. So it'll be a couple years now before I decide to buy another place. Maribel says, I prefer oceans. Yes, over lakes. I can't. Just Jaws, too impressionable. I know that there's not going to be a great white shark ready to eat me. I mean, logically, I know that, but this has nothing to do with logic. Barbara Riggle says, I find the books always are more better. And I agree with that. Usually they are much better than the movies, but it is easier to crochet with movies. Amen to that. Exactly. Can you crochet and ring? Well, I guess you can, but I haven't been able to. And Maribel says, books, but harder to see the text as I get older. Amen to that, right? But movies. Kathleen says, I watch movies and books. I listen to books now more than having them in my hands. Can't decide which I like most. Well, so here's the thing is I like seeing my books when they come out visually. So there's a book series that I read. And I know I've mentioned this before, so if you guys are getting sick of it, I'm sorry. So I've been reading the Wheel of Time series, which I love. I'm on book 12 now, I think. Anyway, they're making a series out of it, and it's supposed to be done by the end of this year, be released. And I'm so excited. So excited to see it. And Ingrid says, wow, that's difficult. Love books, but I love a good movie or series like Outlander. That's so good. I enjoyed that series. Movie like Braveheart and books like Clan of the Cape Bear. That was an amazing book by Jane M. All. Jean M. All. And love the feel of the pages of a book. Amen to that, right? I love cracking open a book and feeling the heft of it in your hands. And Ambi says, I love both books and movies. Might like movies more just because it's easier to watch a movie than it is to finish a book. I read so slowly. I get it. Aisha says books. Silver Fox says, I listen to plays on radio. The BBC has some great things on sound. Ooh, I just don't have the time to read. I don't have the attention span anymore. Well, and you know what it is that I feel like I always want to be doing something tactile, something with my hands. So that's where I run into problems with reading these days, because something in your hand with your. Kathleen agrees. Clan was a good series, very good series. And David says, I have a bunch of books. I have a bunch of books in my Audible library. I need to start listening to more. Yes. I listen to them, but I don't have a ton in my library, and I need to get to. But you know, I usually end up with them faster, a new thing faster, and I have a ton on my wish list. So I just, every time I get a new, go through and get the most expensive book I can get. That's the way I work it. Audiobooks are great when you're doing crafts. Thank you. Yes, and I listen to audiobooks sometimes during work. Kathleen, Ingrid says, Kathleen, you liked it too. Wish you could continue on. David says, Mel, look at the Facebook post for the realtor I referred you to. Regardless of your intent, his photos are amazing. Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I will. I love, yes. In this area, some places. Woo. And Jamie says, no mountains near me, just lake trees in the Canadian prairies. I love my mountains. I love, and live in other mountains like Rockies. They call these big hills, but I love. Barbara says, on a side note, I have a library with over 1,000 books, both old and new, paperback and hardback. I used to have a huge library, huge, so many books. And just with the moving and stuff, we finally pared them down, and we don't have very many anymore. And I've lost some over the years, which is sad because I had my Wheel of Time books were all signed by Robert Jordan, and I lost them over the years, which makes it very sad because he's passed away. I'm not getting any signed now. Kathleen says, I listen to books as drawing and crocheting, can watch movies and crochet. I can watch movies. Yes, exactly. Crystal says, I've got to go. Glad I caught you live. It has been fun. Well, I'm so glad that you were here, Crystal. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great weekend and Memorial Day. And you guys, real quick, I'm just going to show you because we are probably about 15 minutes away from my drawing. So if you win the drawing, you do have to be active in the chat. Within the last 5 minutes of me doing the drawing, otherwise it won't pick you. And I do know that my members have a little bit of an advantage. They are about 3 times more likely to get drawn. Why is this chat is disabled for this live stream? What? This is not working. Hang on. Let me refresh because it is not registering that the chat is working. And I need to make sure it does that. There it goes. There it goes. There we go. All right. So let me go back. And show you guys what you can win, what you can choose if you win. So you can choose this tassel, these sewing notion buttons, this big square button, these animal woodland creatures buttons, these little ponies and Pegasus or whatever buttons. They look like My Little Pony, but with unicorn ones. These ladybug buttons, and something fell under here. And I know I have and I'm not showing it, but I have the three wooden buttons. It's somewhere. I think it went under my computer. And then this enamel little pin. The sheep with the little yarn balls. It's this kind of pin, if you see the back there. So that's what you can choose if you win. And I will send these things internationally. So don't worry about that. Okay. So Bev says, I like audiobooks, ebooks, films, TV, all kinds of storytelling. Yes, I just love storytelling. A good story. Love it. Love it. And I just lost everything. Let me go back up. I'm so far behind. The Wicked series is really good. The Wicked. Is that a TV series, Kat? Or is that like a book series? That just appeals to me, the name of it. Ingrid says, have a lovely day, Crystal. Lori says, okay, I'm back. That was enough for 6 weekends. Hey, they just want to be prepared for anything. Kathleen says, started listening to Hooked on Murder book series. Ooh, I have to look that up. I bet you is that like a gothic? My grandmother got me into gothic novels, which they don't do anymore, which is like a mystery type of thing, which I love that. Oh, Ambi just thought of a question. What irrational fear do you have because of a book, movie, TV show? Well, I already told y'all, I can't handle the ocean because I watched Jaws at too young of an age. But that's a good question, Ambi. I love it. Since you like cozy mysteries and cats, you might like the Cat Who series by Lillian Jackson Braun. I've seen that. I need to check that out. I'm going to look that up on Audible and see if she's on Audible. David says, Jamie, I think Canada is amazing. I wish I'd seen more of it. Ingrid says, love listening to the radio whilst crafting, knitting, or crocheting. And Jamie says, David, it's not too late. I'll text you when the borders are open back up. Ooh, love it. I like crochet mysteries. They have a recipe in each one, too. What? I need to find that. That sounds awesome. Love it. David says, I want to do a Assembler Nightbot contest for my live stream marathon on Memorial Day. Does it have to be only people active in the last 5 minutes? I believe so. I believe so. I don't know off the top of my head, but I just remember while reading it was people who are active within the last 5 minutes. And I don't know if you can change that. You know what I'm saying? But, here we go. So there's a giveaway type. So there's a keyword, a random number, or active user. And I use the active user. So you have 3 options, David. Ingrid says, just so sad I'll never get to see any of the USA, Canada, or UK in person. Would love to, but alas, my piggy bank says, nope, you stay at home. That is COVID put aside. Yep, I'm with you there on that, Ingrid. Likely I will only see the US and Canada, probably not even Mexico. I do want to, when we retire, my husband and we would love to just travel the country and even up into Canada with an RV. And enjoy the great continent that we're on. I don't know that we'll do Mexico because it's a little dangerous, but definitely Canada and the U.S. Yep, sharks. Exactly. Me and you, Kathleen. I get it. And David says, Jamie, you can take me on my yarny. Oh, wait, hang on. Where's it at? You can take me on a yarny tour of your region. Yes. Lori says, I usually fall asleep reading. Hopefully I will have some time to read this summer while I'm off work. Oh, that sounds fun. And so what if you fall asleep? It's fine. Ambi says, there's a line in the song Meet Me in Montana that says, I'm stuck in these hills they call mountains. They're talking about the Smoky Mountains. Which is where I live. Wanda says audiobooks are great when driving. I imagine so, because you do so much driving. So, and I know that listening to the radio has got to get old, unless you're listening to something like NPR. But yeah, I would imagine audiobooks are the best. And Kat says it's books. It's a spin on the Wizard of Oz. Oh, okay. It's also a Broadway play. The book is better, of course. Oh, Wicked. Got it. I remember now. David says, I worked with a man who was published fiction writer who had come from Barbados. He'd grown up with a family storytelling tradition. Ooh, that's so awesome. I love it. And it was so beautifully evident in his novels. I love great storytellers. Robert says, I don't have any, which I don't recall. Oh, irrational fears. You don't have any irrational fears. That's it. Kathleen says, from the movie Jaws, saw it when I was a kid in theaters. When it came out later that year, I was supposed to go to Galveston with friends and family and got canceled due to lots of sharks on the coast. Yes. Jamie says, David, yarn stores suck here. No, it'll be like that movie with Billy Crystal when he goes to a dude ranch. I'll introduce you to some real life trailer park boys. Oh my God, that's amazing. I love that. Lisa says, sharks. There we go. Sharks. Saw Jaws when I was 11 after swimming in the ocean in Florida that day. Oh yeah. And there's certain parts of Florida that are bad for sharks, like New Smyrna Beach. It's a shark heavy area. And granted, it's more like hammerheads and stuff, but hammerheads can be more vicious than a great white. So maybe it's not irrational. Lori says, irrational fear of being a camp counselor in the woods because of Friday the 13th. Amen to that. Wow. Yes. Aisha says, BBC Radio 4 is great for a great internet radio station. Ooh, I'll have to listen to that. I'll have to find that. So you can get it like on Red Heart Radio or something like that. David said, I used to read about Americans who retire in Latin America and live really well on Social Security. I think it's difficult to make that happen, though. I don't know. I don't know. Times are a-changing, right? Ingrid says, love BBC stations, Aisha, as well as BBC on TV. I think I'm about caught up. Oh, thanks. You love my water bottle. Thank you. This is a Walmart find, but I love the colors. Isn't that amazing? Love these colors. And Silver Fox says, no irrational fears because of movies. Lori says, we went on a boat tour in Pensacola, Florida, and saw the lighthouse used in the movie Jaws. Oh, wow. Yes. I didn't realize that was a Pensacola one. Ooh. Vicky says, I've been doing catch up on the series Heartland done in Canada. There are 14 seasons, and I'm on season 11. Ooh. I'm going to have to check that out. I think I've heard of that. Where is that, Vicky? On Netflix or something? David says, my irrational fear, investing emotion and money in movie in an experience and being utterly disappointed and crushed by the quality of the movie. I will never go to the movie theater again. As much as I would love to watch things on the big screen, I have what is called misophonia. So when I start hearing people eat their popcorn and stuff like that, I want to kill them all. It'll end up being a murder mystery. Won't even be a mystery because I'll be covered in blood as I walk out. So I can't do it anymore. It's gotten worse the older I get. It's horrible. I wish that on anybody. Gorgeous colors. I love the colors on. I love rational mini, the very top metal fingers. And all right, you can have one, JB. Vicky, love and sorry, my screen is being weird. Yeah, Maribel Theater. Coming from I mean, I don't know how you crunch popcorn, but everybody crunches popcorn, and I can't take it. What? Hang on. Peanut! Ro, come here, please. You need to do something for Daddy. I hate everybody in theaters. Yes. You drive in. Oh, I told Daddy I wanted a couple shirts that are like the one that I wore yesterday. So can you send him a picture of the one I wore yesterday? I found a shirt that I like. So I'm asking him to get it for me in a couple of other colors. It should be in the laundry. The teal one today. He laundry. Oh. And with you. You took the laundry. All right. Yeah, Barbara, go to a dryer. They don't really anymore right now because of COVID. They don't really drive anymore. So I just wait until I can get it on my TV. David says, I like opera they do in movie theater, but as for actual movies, not so much. Non-movie irrational fear is June bugs. Oh, I hate June bugs. They attack me every time I go outside this time of year, especially at night. Non-movie, oh wait, I'm the same as David. That's what Ingrid says. Ingrid says that. And Lisa says, I have a 58-inch TV, just as good as going to the movies. Amen to that. I think mine's about the same size. And I'm like this far away because I live in a tiny house, right? I'm more than this far away, but still I'm pretty close to it. So it's like right of a movie theater. And I can lay down and eat my own snacks and not pay a fortune. Pay like $50 just to go to the movie and have your. David said the last movie I saw in a theater was Mr. Rogers, which I need to see that. I love Mr. Rogers, everything that he stood for, and I understand that Tom did an amazing job in that role. Oh, and all of the rappers. Oh, Maribel, so true. All the rappers. And then you're self-conscious if you have to open something. Oh, yes, so true. It's like they're starving as soon as they get to the movie theater. Yes. Oh, my gosh, yes. It is very sweet of him, Maribel. Absolutely. He's very sweet. And he's getting me some stuff to organize for this, my thing for tonight. Organize my yarn some. Oh, it's on Tubi? Okay. Tubi and Bayou TV. Got it. Heartland. That's where Heartland is. Lori says, my husband and son have two hobbies, sports and movies. COVID has been rough on them. Oh, I imagine. Oh, rough on them. So I'm sure they will be back in theater soon. Yes. Because those are both things that got like. I just realized Saturday morning live an irrational unanswered phone. Thanks, Mel. I love it. All right, you guys. I'm going to read the next few things. I have no more questions because I'm going to do my drawing here in just a minute. But Amby says, I've got to go clean the house. Okay, Amby, you have an amazing day. If you stay in here for a little bit, I am about to do my drawing. Maribel says, watching movies at home is the best. I can pause and stand and walk for a few. Yes, for that. Amen to that. That long kills me. Hey, Karen. So Karen's in the house. Karen says, I live in Florida and a very short time during my first marriage. He was from Florida. And ever since I have a deep fear of gators. I'm glad I'm back in Kansas. BBC Sounds app. Okay, so it's not the station is not like Red Heart Radio. It's BBC Sounds app. Thank you for letting us know that. Okay, I hope that you're a yarn. We're talking about yarn organization tonight. I watched Lincoln Lawyer. It's really, I agree. Lincoln Lawyer is very good, but I love me some Matthew McConaughey. I love his Southern twang. My husband loves going out to the movies. Yeah, my good thing my husband doesn't, and my daughter doesn't either. Kathleen says, go to the theaters anymore. Way too expensive for especially, and then add drinks and treats. Amen to that. Whoa. I mean, that's like just before you even get anything else, it's $50 out the gate, right? More than that, depending on the screen. Barbara says we have a large TV and we can pause for potty breaks, whether mine or the dog. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And Ingrid says, I suffer from claustrophobia, so I can't movie theaters or any place where people are like sitting or standing on top of you. Yeah, elevators freak me out. It is bad. Oh, that's horrible. I would hate to live that way. I thought my misophonia was bad, but that I would not like that. Maribel says I'd be petrified of gators too. Kathleen says I can rent Prime cheaper than going to the movies. Yes, exactly. Ingrid says, exactly, Wriggles. Vicky says, I haven't been to the movies in years. Lori says, when you go to the movies, ask for headphones for the hard of hearing. Ooh, such a good idea, Lori. See, I said you're the ideal lady. You are such the ideal lady. Rounds out the sounds of other people, makes the sound super amazing. Yes, you're a ginger. We're a ginger's house too. Absolutely. Do the drawing for because I don't think I'll keep on reading. So let me do the because we are and it's usually sign off that drawing. Give me Maribel! Woohoo! Congratulations, Maribel. So you get to pick one of these. Send me an email at hookedtotheleft@gmail.com and let me know where to send it to and which one you would like. Yes, YouTube TV is cheaper than cable, but I actually stopped that. I stopped even YouTube TV because I like to binge watch my stuff. Well, actually, we do Hulu because I do Disney Plus, and that includes Hulu. So that's what I end up doing as far as that goes. But I'm subscribed to a lot of those things: Amazon Prime, Hulu, all that stuff. But yeah, congrats, Maribel. Yep, got it. Yeah. And I got to go too. I have some stuff I got to get done. So I will see you guys tonight at Ginger's house. And we're going to be talking about yarn organization. So I can't wait to see you guys later. But I am headed out. You guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.